Okay. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Issues?
Always.
Problems?
I have issues.
I have issues. Alright. Hey, you know what would be awesome? A seatbelt. That would be good. Alright.
Safety first.
You ready?
Yes.
Ride home review. Muppets Most Wanted.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Those are potholes. Please avoid them.
I did.
Otherwise, the people have to hear lots of bumps.
Sorry, I'm not turning on my turn signal either. Sorry, officer, I couldn't use my turn signal because it comes across really annoyingly on the video.
Look, only when you have to sit at a light for like 5 minutes.
Was that person just totally gonna run that stop?
They totally were just gonna run that.
Okay, so back to the movie.
So back to the movie. Muppets Most Wanted. Alright. So
I need a disclaimer though, I'm very biased when it comes to the Muppets.
Alright, that's fair. So you are a Muppet, you would say you're a Muppet lover? You love the Muppets, you grew up on the Muppets?
Creepy as that sounds. Yeah, I did. I grew up on the Muppets, they're a big part of my
Phenomena.
yeah.
I would say phenomenon, but it's actually a phenomenon. There is no...
Yeah, no, the Muppet Show was always my Friday night thing at my grandma and grandpa's.
Alright, so let's lay this out real quick. So, you've got the bad guy who looks like Kermit, named Constantine, who breaks out of a Russian gulag and takes his place and puts him and basically gets him captured, so he goes back into the Russian
Gets
gulag.
Kermit captured.
Yes, he gets Kermit captured, and he takes Kermit's place. So you have two parallel storylines that are running together, where the bad guys are trying to do their thing, and Kermit is trying to figure out why his friends don't come and get him, and he needs to escape from prison. So, as always, there may be spoilers as we talk about this, so... There is another train. Yes. So that makes 4 trains that we if we stop for this one, that's 4 that we stop for today.
Okay.
So, okay. What'd you think overall?
Oh, I loved it, but I love the Muppets. It was very Muppety movie. Like, it's exactly what you think of when you think of the Muppets.
Yes, it was. I would say it was a very typical Muppet movie. It was a lot of fun, not pretentious, makes fun of itself, you know, and keeps it very lighthearted. And I would also say that, you know, it just, you know, it's an overall feel-good movie and things like that for the most part. So, again, very, very lighthearted, very overall. So
it's very Muppets, very lighthearted, make fun of each other, make fun of themselves in their movies as little jokes, and like a bazillion celebrity cameos. Yeah,
so they had probably upwards of about 20 celebrities, I think, in this. And obviously you have the big ones, so you know, Ty Burrell, Ricky Gervais, and Tina Fey is like the main people. But then you had people like Ray Liotta, and who was it, Benicio del Toro, and Danny Trejo in the prison. You had Christopher Lee, who was doing the wedding, which was pretty awesome, the fact that they got him for that. You know, they had Usher as an usher at the wedding, which is pretty, that's just funny. But yeah, I would say upwards of like 20 to 25 cameos, which is cool. It's always cool to see. You know, even like the dude from the Hounds of Baskerville.
Yeah, the client in Sherlock's,
Yeah.
the Hounds of Baskerville was one of the delivery dudes.
Was one of the delivery dudes at the Tower of London. So, you know, all sorts of cool little people. Stanley Tucci was in it, which was pretty awesome. I thought he had a pretty cool little role and stuff like that. So, so what'd you think, plotline, storyline wise? Again, I know that you're biased.
No, I'm biased, but I mean, it's just if you know the Muppets, it's completely exactly how the Muppets do their thing. It's not anything different.
Yeah, so you have the elements of Constantine and Badgie, or Bad Guy, Dominic Bad Guy, and the heist that they're pulling, and they basically convince the Muppets to go on a world tour so they can go to the different places so that they can steal the crown jewels.
The lemur.
And yes, the lemur, which was pretty funny. I like the fact that there was also a lemur reference in the previews as well. That worked out nicely.
Tie it all in together.
Of course. So, And what's funny is that's a Disney movie, so you know that's not by accident. Anyway, so yeah, so you have that whole thing, and it's cute and it's lighthearted and it's fun and everything like that. And then you have, the whole, Kermit going through the whole thing of, how do my friends not notice that it's not me, and why aren't they coming to save me? Kind of thing. So I thought it was cute to have the two, interlocking, interrunning storylines and things like that. Again, it's a kids movie. It's it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's got some nice musical numbers and everything like that. I thought the part with Celine Dion was hilarious. In terms of with the singing for Miss Piggy and stuff like that, that was pretty good. And overall, I think it was a really good movie. Again, just a fun time, a lighthearted time in terms of the overall storyline and everything like that. And yeah, it's loosely put together. You can tell the actors are just really just having a good time with it, and I think you could just tell, like, sometimes on their faces and stuff like that, like they were really enjoying themselves, because in a part where maybe they shouldn't be smiling, they were smiling, but they just left it in, and it's okay. So
yes.
Stuff like that.
There's not much to say about it. You can't really go that much in depth. It's a movie about Muppets.
It is, but I do like the whole way they set it up, where it's like, oh, we need to go get this, and we need to go get this, and we need to go get this, so we can steal the crown jewels and stuff like that. So, it wasn't completely devoid of plotline or anything like that, but it was lighthearted. It was fun.
Yes.
So overall, what do you think from the perspective of, who's this movie for?
Well, it could be for anybody. It's one of those lighthearted movies that anybody can watch. Muppet enthusiasts.
Okay.
Children, because when they're in Germany, they're talking about Poopenwagen or Poopenfarten or something like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of jokes geared towards kids. There's a few adult ones in there too.
Poop is a joke for everybody.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So yeah, I would say Muppet enthusiasts, obviously kids, but really just about anybody can go watch this movie and probably enjoy themselves. Just remember, it's not a real serious movie. It's just meant to be lighthearted and fun. So keep that in mind. So from the perspective of, what would you give this in terms of a grade? What do you think?
Well, since I learned that my judging is a little too lenient, am I going for the overall grade against all movies, or in the
it's however you want to judge it. It's however you want to judge
I'm
it.
giving
Judgy
it a
McJudgerson.
B. I'm not very Judgy McJudgerson. I'm giving it a B to an A.
A B to an A.
Depending.
Okay.
Like, it was a really good movie. I don't think I would pay regular movie prices.
Okay.
Because they're a little expensive.
Yeah, that's fine. I can understand that. We'll get
it's
to that in a
definitely
second.
a very enjoyable. That's how I judge my movies.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
By whether I'm willing to spend lots of money on it.
Oh, okay, easy, Tiger. So you'd give it a B, maybe an A?
Yeah.
And that's with the bias that you're a big Muppet fan.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd give it a B. I thought it was fun. I thought it was lighthearted. I think we certainly paid. It was worth it for us to go see it. I think if you're a big Muppet fan, I think if you're or if you've got kids, stuff like that, and you're looking for something fun to do, just to take the kids out for a nice night or whatever, I could certainly see, or even a Saturday afternoon, certainly good. If you're not a huge Muppet fan, if you don't have kids, you might want to wait for a rental, wait for it to maybe show up on Netflix, something like that. I don't know if it will or not. We'll see. Yeah, overall, I would give it a B, and I think again.
So is it better than Need for Speed?
Is it better than Need for Speed? Yes. This was well above and beyond Need. The Muppets were better than Need for Speed. So
Aww.
far more entertaining.
The Muppets have been doing this for like how many years? Over 30 years.
30 years. So yeah.
They're seasoned.
Lot of they're seasoned veterans. I mean, you can't. It's hard to fight with them.
They age so well.
They do. They really do. And it was really amazing. I think you pointed this out really well, that to see just how few
Oh, how few
puppeteers or Muppeteers.
or voices, yeah.
And voices that there are.
For all the characters?
For all the characters who are really driving those. There's like,
of them?
yeah, there's like 6 or 7. I did appreciate the fact that they actually gave them credit.
As their real names? As
their real names in the credits, and they got billing right behind, like, Ricky Gervais and Tina Fey and Ty Burrell. Mm-hmm. So that was nice. So, in any case, if you're a Muppet fan, if you've got kids, maybe go see it in the theater. Otherwise, you might want to wait for a rental. And, you know, we give it a B. And if you're
one thing I really did miss about in that movie that I didn't hear?
What's that?
Animal! Come on, he didn't bust out in that at all.
You're right, he didn't.
Animal! No.
Yeah, he didn't do that.
And there was no waka waka?
Yeah, that's, some of the more cliche things really weren't in there.
No.
Yeah. They did actually reference that, though.
They did. One more waka.
What's that? Yeah.
Your waka days are done.
Yeah. And well, we did this at the expense of other long-standing characters. Come on, Robin.
No, it was good. I mean, I haven't seen a Muppets movie in years.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that always take you back.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, it was good. The part where they did the opening, they did it in Spanish.
I was so excited, but I was kind of sad.
Yeah, because they did the classic Muppet Show opening with the archways and all the characters coming down and everything like that. And they did it as if they were in Madrid, so they did it. They were all they did it in Spanish, and they were in pseudo Spanish.
Pseudo Spanish.
Yeah, and
Muppet Spanish.
Yeah, Muppet Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah. And then they were dressed up with hats with tassels on them and stuff like that too. So.
Yeah, I was excited for that because that was just fun. I always knew that was coming on because those were one of the things I could stay up late for. And I had the ice cream. It's my life. And a blankie. Good times.
All right, with that, we'll leave it there. That's our review for Muppets Most Wanted.
Good movie.
Yeah, good movie. So, thanks for watching.